It has been a long, strange trip. Basically, I got into this. I had asked Joe to come and check out a building with me. I was thinking about actually opening up a small business in Zurich, which is the town that I grew up in. So Joe checked out the foundation with me. We checked out the roof, and he said something about, we could use a campaign office. And I made the joke that, well, no, Joe, if I was going to use this building for a campaign office, it would be my campaign office. And so, but it's not the first time that Joe tickled my elbow. And so I thought, you know what? It's something that I've always really strongly believed in. I'm one of those guys that thinks if you want it done right, you got to do it yourself. And through all my writing, social justice has always been huge for me, as has just fairness in politics and trying to do away with partisanship and that party-first mentality. And of all the values I had, they overlapped so well with the NDP, and it's always been, I guess, just I've always been rooting on the sidelines. But because of my job, I could never openly endorse the party or any party, really, for that matter. I mean, I could hammer on the Conservatives, and I have several times, but in some ways, it has been very liberating to finally be able to say, yes, I want to actually do this, I want to commit to politics, and I want to represent the NDP, and I want to represent here in Bruce. Because I think as a riding, we've gone very underrepresented for a long time, and it's been to the detriment of our labor, to the detriment of our agriculture, to the detriment of even the people on the bottom who really need the help the most. And I keep saying this, I guess, everywhere I go. We have to get out of this mindset of what's in it for me. We have to start saying, what can we do to help? And the NDP is a party that has been doing that for so long. And Canada is coming around. We saw the orange wave happen in Quebec. People said it couldn't be done. We saw the orange wave happen in Alberta, and that was a near impossible feat. And now we are actually seeing things picking up in Saskatchewan. We're seeing Ontario starting to come on board. We have to get rid of a lot of historical fears, but we also have to realize where those fears are coming from. I mean, they've really been planted in our heads by some red and blue sources, I guess, not to name names. And we've got the people. I mean, look at all you guys that came out. I mean, that's fantastic. This is a strong organization. I hear that a lot. People are very impressed. We always have great crowds at parades. We always have very great volunteers. And I mean, we're still growing. People are still coming in, wanting to do what they can to help out. And we're getting endorsements now. It's not something I ever really thought about, even as a potential candidate. It's always one of those things, you get up in the morning, you just go out, you do what you gotta do, you go, you knock on doors, you get home at night, you check all your electronic stuff, you're plugged in till the end of the day, and I'm one of those guys. I keep my head down, I work, and I want to make sure I do the best job that I can, and that goes with here. I mean, you guys all have heart, you have time, a lot of you have money, like donations of time, donations of money in this campaign, and honestly, I think about that every single day, that your investments don't go to waste. I want to make sure that I put in the effort that is worth your effort, and I want to make sure that I am representing you guys and the Huron Bruce NDP, and to be honest, everybody in Huron Bruce, everybody that wants progress in Huron Bruce to the best of my ability. And a lot of that is due to the strength of the volunteers. I mean, I'm the guy on the signs, but it's the volunteers that are making the phone calls, it's the volunteers that are putting up the signs, and it's the volunteers that are mustering all the support. It keeps coming out of the woodwork, and I'm surprised and I'm humbled every single time that new people come on board and new people want to help. So I'm going to keep plugging away. We have it's all a wash. So 20 some odd days left in this campaign. So I would ask that if you are interested or willing, please donate your time to this campaign, because time is a very valuable resource. So if you want to knock on some doors in your community, we can hook you up with some materials to do that. If you want to give financially to the campaign, that would be fantastic too. But give what you can. If you believe in this, give what you can, whether that's time, whether that's just popping in to say hey, encourage the volunteers, bring them a cup of coffee at the office. Every little bit helps, every bit of encouragement helps, and every bit of support helps. And as I said, I'm very humbled, and very grateful for all of it. So thank you very much for coming tonight. Thank you very much for the ongoing support. And please, if you know people that want to help, we have a chance this time. As Tony was saying, Grant did a fantastic job last time around. Second place in Huron-Bruce when nobody thought that could be done, and he got 25% of the vote, and we are building on that. We are constantly building on that, and he left us in a great place, and it's up to us to make sure that we continue on that hard work. So again, thank you so much for all your time, and please, we are in crunch time now, so we would appreciate any spare moment that you have. And yeah, let's all work together on this, and let's bring some change around.
My name is Sarah Patterson, and I live in Kincardine. I'm voting for Gerard Creces for a number of reasons. First, I feel very strongly that the Conservatives should not be elected. I have some very serious concerns about what they've been doing with Bill C-51, the Navigable Waters Act, healthcare, and other reasons, which is why I'm voting to get them out of power. And in Huron-Bruce, getting them out of power means an NDP government. This is the first time I've ever voted strategically, and it makes it a lot easier when I actually believe in what the NDP stands for.